Hey YouTube friends, today's video is about two of my very favorite things, and that is Christmas and plants. I am so excited to make this video for you guys. I feel like I wait all year just to make it. The good thing is this video should be quite different to last year's video. My friends and family have nicknamed me Mrs. Claus, and I was in full Mrs. Claus mode last year. But because I'm in burnout, as I've mentioned so many times, I'm sure you guys are sick of it, I've really tried to keep things simple this year. And you know what? For the first Christmas ever, I'm not feeling completely overwhelmed and stressed out, and I'm really liking the simplicity. We'll do our normal Christmas houseplant tour. I'll show you how I've decorated for Christmas using my plants inside and outside. But also I put together a bit of a Pinterest board for Plant Club this weekend because I'd gone so simple. I thought for anyone who has energy and wants to go full Christmas through the house, thanks to Pinterest, I hope to give you heaps and heaps of ideas on how you can integrate your plants into your Christmas decor and even gifting this year. I've got a few little ideas next to me as well that I thought I'd show you just on gifts that I give friends that also love and appreciate plants. I don't know about you, but I love giving handmade gifts. I'm always looking for simple, inexpensive, handmade, ideally, gifts to give people. So I thought I'd show you some of the Planty gifts that I give my friends and family most years as well. And if we haven't met before, hey, I'm Mel. I'm that crazy self-confessed plant lady who absolutely cannot stop talking about plants. This channel is all about coming along on my Planty journey, mistakes and all, and hopefully giving you a bucket load of tips and tricks along the way so that you can grow your Planty collection as well. I hope you're really enjoying this festive season as well, at whatever pace your body feels the need. Mine definitely this year has needed the low-key version, and I am absolutely embracing it and loving it and seriously considering it doing it for the next few years. So let me stop talking. This introduction has gone way too long. Let's go and do a house tour, see what I've done, and then we'll come back in here, we'll look at some gift ideas, and we'll also put the Pinterest board behind me, and we'll talk about some other ideas on what you can do with plants and Christmas. I can't wait to show you around my house. Let's start out in the entry. I'll see you out there. So this is our entry where I always start when I'm showing you something festive. If you watch my Halloween video, you probably recognize a lot of the elements that are here. I pretty much have kept the plants exactly the same and just swapped out the decorations for Christmassy things. So I always have this terrazzo plate with the rattan balls and pine cones and nuts and seeds. And all I've done for Christmas is I've added a few baby pine cones in there and also some Christmas cherries, which I really liked. I've put a Merry Christmas sign in behind it. And then as our Christmas cards arrive, I just started putting Christmas cards in behind it as well. I love this. This is a new addition this year. Just move my pepperoni a little bit. I just thought that little guy was so cute and made me smile so much. It just felt like Christmas. Even though we're here in summer, I love the wintry Christmas scene there. And I've just put some Christmas lights around it that light up at nighttime. I'll make sure I put a nighttime video up for you guys as well, just so that you can see. I love this little guy. I just think he has such a cute little attitude. I've just put some string lights through. Actually, every plant that's here is exactly the same plant that I have here all year round, and also for Halloween. This pot for Halloween, you would have seen had its normal orange pot around it. I just took the orange pot off. I got this in a Christmas present years ago, and I've just kept this this plain material, and I wrap it around this pot every year. Just added some Christmas string and a candy cane, of course, an essential accessory for Christmas. I love this little guy. I got this in a cheap shop years and years ago. This year I put some cherries and I found a mini pine cone at a local park. I've put that in there. He lights up and sings a song at night time. That's my face planter with my fat boy in it. My snake plant, I haven't changed that either. Often the books that are underneath, I'll cover them and make them a bit festive. I have not done that this year. Got my pothos growing in this glass jar. I love the aesthetics of that so much. And actually I find pothos, if I did have a little bit more Christmas energy this year, I'd probably wrap something festive around it, either some festive material or some string, but I'm just leaving it as is for now. In behind it, I did make this one. You guys will see this later in the video. I did make this one for Plant Club just to show people how easy it is to make a plant festive. Actually, this is in addition to the table. So this is one of my spider plants that I grow in jars. I have these all around the house, and all I've done is put a little bit of string and a Christmas sticker on there. I did add that to the table. My other favorite face planter that you guys know I absolutely love, haven't changed it from Halloween. I have my beautiful peperomia growing in there. Just love this plant as well. Oh, So this is actually usually on the other side. My neighbour's creations, it's normally on this side of the table, but Frosty, driving his antique truck, could not miss out. So he went on this side, and then I swapped my neighbour's recycled creation over here. But I think that actually works really well. I've just put a Christmas-ish candle there, and then I put Rudolph in behind. So I think that works really, really well. So it feels Christmassy to me, but I haven't gone over the top. And you know what? I didn't have to move any plants, which is such a relief, because usually at Christmas time, I'm having to find new homes for them for the month. And then likewise, any plants that I do put on this table, I'm having to make sure that they're in similar conditions as well. So it actually took a lot of pressure off just keeping the plants as is this year, and just adding those festive decorations at night time. And as I said, I'll show you guys the video. I've got some solar candles that I put in amongst it. Well, it feels cozy. Anyway, that word that I love so much, hygge. Let's pop outside and I'll show you what I've done in our front yard as well. Also pretty simple this year, guys. Anyone else spot this cheeky dog inside waiting for the postie? She's pretending that she's not. Yes, you. She's pretending that she's not waiting for the postie, but she absolutely is. This beautiful jade plant, this is one of my pride and joy plants, absolutely. It's out on our patio all year round. I don't know if I've showed you guys, I painted it. It was in a plain terracotta pot, which I felt as though didn't really match our house. So I actually painted it, and I hope it looks a little bit more antique-ish, I guess, a bit older with the paint. I'm really, really happy with it. This decoration, so not the reindeer, but this is there all year round. I think it just adds something. The pot felt really, really plain to me, so I added that. But at Christmas time, my sister gifted me this many years ago. So I always add our reindeer to the pot to make it look a little bit festive. And also just some string lights. I just make sure they're nice and light. And same, I'll show you guys what this looks like at night time. Just a beautiful warm light, but making sure it doesn't damage, because jade plants can fall apart so easily. So always just trying to make sure they're nice and light in there. And what I probably haven't showed you guys before, but these are in here all year round, and they just make me smile. I don't know if the camera. So in there is just some rustic looking plants, leaves and ferns and flowers. I just love them. I'm almost tempted, if I took Rudolph off, I think the rest of it could probably just stay all year round. So it's festive, but not festive. It's more that hygge cozy vibe, I guess. And then, of course, every year, if you guys watched my video last year, my favorite Santa boots, they just make me smile every year. So they used to have lights on them. They long ago stopped working, but they still go out every year. I just think they need to sit at our doorway. Absolutely. And then this is a new addition. I just got a cute little Merry Christmas outdoor sign. I just thought that dogs are so much part of our life. So I just thought that was a really nice inclusion. This is the most basic patio setting I have ever done for Christmas. Normally I put garland around here and lights, and every year they fall down because we've got that rendered concrete. Nothing sticks to that really well. I think this will be way better doing this at night time for you guys, but I'll show you a little bit for now. So just on our patio, I've just got some normal warm white fairy lights, and then also some colorful stars. So I love warm white. I love the warm white vibe, as you can tell, just that warm white cozy feel, whereas my boys love the color. So all of our Christmas is mix and match. So it feels Christmas for all of us. All right, let's go out the front gate. Wow, it is hot and bright out here. This will look so much better at night time, but I thought I'd give you guys just a quick idea. I kept my mushrooms, guys, from Halloween. I just love them so much. The warm white light that they give is just lovely. And neighbors keep commenting on them, so I have kept them. So down here for Halloween, instead of having little pumpkins down here, I've just done some pine cones and some recycled Christmas decorations that my family have given me over the years. And I love this bit of driftwood. I had this Santa with the watering can that I'd long ago broken, and I've just put new string lights in there, and they're actually even brighter than when I first got them, and they just trail all the way down that string light. I just loved how that looks at night time. Then we've just got some more lights in behind Santa to light up, and then some string lights along our fence. It looks so much better at night time. I'm just such a massive fan of fairy lights. Just love them. Welcome to day 2 of our Planty Christmas video because a certain cat needed to go to the vet. I'll put a photo of Ninja for you guys up here. He's feeling very sad and sorry for himself, but I'm happy to say he's okay. So he had an infected abscess on his head. His fur is slowly growing back from when he got attacked a few weeks ago. We're not sure if the infection on his head was from the original attack or whether he's gone back again and hasn't learnt his lesson. So regardless, went to the vet yesterday afternoon, has had the top of his head shaved, so he's not happy with me again. He's on antibiotics. He did have a cone. They did give him a cone, which lasted for about half an hour in true Ninja fashion. This cat, I'll tell you, oh my goodness. I hope you guys got a little bit of value, and if nothing else, just enjoyed having a look around my really simple Christmas setup this year. As I was talking to you guys, my phone completely fell off the stand. It appears that my $10 Kmart stand has just absolutely given up. Between my double-sided Christmas tape and also my Christmas string, my phone is now secured on the stand. So thank goodness for my Christmas accessories. I was very grateful to have them right beside me. I'm going to open up my computer and let's have a look through Pinterest because I'm conscious of two things, I guess. Firstly, you guys might have a completely different decor style to me and of course might be looking for other ideas. And the second thing is you guys might have way more energy than I do and want to do heaps more with your Christmas decorations. This is definitely the bit that I need to get better at. I find it really hard to keep looking at you guys and not look at my computer all the time. I'm going to do my very best here and try and look at the camera as much as possible instead of continually looking at my computer. So I called this slideshow Holiday Decorating with Plants plus Christmas Planty Gift Ideas. On the very first page you'll see, I said holiday pots because, oh my goodness, how many beautiful Christmas pots are there around? So many beautiful options. I have to say, I don't own one single Christmas pot, mainly because our house is really not that big and we don't have a lot of storage. So whenever I'm decorating for a season like Christmas, I'm always thinking, where am I going to store that when it's not the holiday season? But although there are so many beautiful options out there, I tend to go with something I can potentially use all year and not have to worry about storing. So for example, I thought I'd show you this little guy. So this is one of my favorite op shop finds. I can't remember if it was this year or last year. The computer is in a very bad place. So I'll put it down. See the beautiful, it's really textured. It's got some botanicals on it. I just love it. It was $2 at an op shop. I grow a pothos in there, and at Christmas time, I just put some Christmas twine around it. Sometimes when I've got energy, I have put beads down there as well. So white for me is a Christmassy color. So choosing a pot like white, for example, and just putting some simple Christmas twine around it, that is Christmassy enough for me without having to go and buy a brand new pot. And then that's something that I can have out all year round. It actually sits on the windowsill in my recording room. Another thing that I just love, I don't know about you, but I love terracotta pots for Christmas. This is just a normal terracotta pot that I have in my collection all year round. And then I just get some simple Christmas ribbon, candy canes. Absolutely love candy canes. I think that there's something Christmassy about them straight away. And if you're gifting, a little gift card. So I literally did this in 2 minutes before Plant Club, just as an idea. But I just think that's a really simple way to turn a terracotta pot into something a bit more festive. And as we go through these slides, I'll just keep showing you heaps more little ideas. And as I said, your style might be completely different to mine, but I'm hoping these will just give you some ideas. My family laugh when this comes out. So I've got a little Christmas craft box that I keep in our bigger Christmas box all year. This is how I fixed my phone to record this video. You're currently being held up by double-sided tape and Christmas twine. I have multiple colored Christmas twines, so like this guy, just a simple Christmas twine, I think adds a festive feel to plant. I can never go without. I use this twine all year round. I use the twine when I'm putting plants up trellises as well, but also for gifting or just even just putting around some of my propagation bottles. I just think that adds a really nice touch, so definitely use that at Christmas time. I've got bigger and smaller ribbons that I add around, and that's where the double-sided tape comes in. I find they fall off the pots if I'm not using double-sided tape. Candy canes, of course. And then I've always got little gift cards. There's all different types. I just get these from Kmart. I think they're $5 for a pack of 10 or 20. Really cheap, and lots of different ones every year. And then I love these little clips. There's Rudolph and Star, and I'll show you all of these as we go through the different slides. I'll show you what I've done with these. I think too, I'm always on the lookout, I don't know about you, at thrift shops and op shops for sure. I'm always on the lookout for plain white pots or terracotta pots that I can buy, use all year round, and then just add those decorations to. If I do find festive pots in a secondhand shop, in an op shop, I think I will definitely get them. But I 100% don't go out looking for pots because we're so short of storage here, guys. It's just one more thing. It's just one more thing that I need to store. I've got 2 big tubs of Christmas decorations, and that's about all I've got space for. But for you guys, if it's more your style or if you've got the space, oh my goodness, the choices are just beautiful. Just looking at some of the beautiful pots behind me, they're just so cool. I actually like the Noel in front of the black pot. I think that's really nice. Let's move on to candy canes and fun accessories. So I've already showed you candy canes. For me, I love them. I think they are instant Christmas feel. When I put candy canes into a plant, obviously, don't eat the candy cane if it's been in the dirt of the plant. So this plant, for example, I've just used the normal jute rope, and I've got my reindeer hook. I'll hang a gift card and a candy cane off that, and then that's fine. But yeah, if you stick it in the dirt, obviously, don't let the person eat the candy cane. It's just decorative. You can tell I've had young children that I have to say that. Oh, the other thing, Santa's hats, I love. Have you guys seen, definitely on Pinterest, pulling this up from Pinterest, I love those mini little Santa hats that you can get to put on plants. I priced them about 2 years ago, and at the time it was quite expensive to get them here in Australia. So I have to say I don't have any, but I think they look absolutely adorable. I've seen them done the most like on cactuses and snake plants. I think they look so cute. And the other thing is I really liked on that Haworthia, just that little string of lights as well, the light decorations. I thought that was really cute as well. But there's just so many ideas, little fun accessories. Let's move on to ornaments because I have so much fun with these. I've added ornaments before to monsteras, just like in the pictures. I've added ornaments to monsteras, and I've also added ornaments before to my fiddle leaf. That worked really well. Just really conscious whenever I'm adding ornaments or lights, any sort of decoration to my plants, I'm always just making sure that they're not going to damage any of the leaves. You know, they're not too heavy, or I'm not having to slide them on too roughly, and then also making sure they can still breathe and you can maintain them, all the things. So I find for me when I'm adding ornaments to a tree, firstly making sure they're nice and lightweight. So just like the ornaments that I put on my normal Christmas tree, I use little pine cones and dried oranges. I find they're super light, but there's heaps and heaps of ornaments you can get that aren't too heavy. But definitely some of those old traditional ornaments that we have around here, they're a little bit heavy for plants. But I think ornaments are a really fun way to add a pop of Christmas to any of our plants. Even if you scatter ornaments in between, if you do a display with your plants and the plants are too small to hang the ornaments on, you can just scatter the ornaments in amongst the plants on a table or on a flat surface, and that looks equally as beautiful. I've done that a few years ago and I thought that looked lovely. I alternated some pine cones and some ornaments in amongst some plants. Yeah, it just instant Christmas feel. Oh, the dogs have just found me. Hey Dees! Hey buddy! You want to come say hello? You found me. Try not to tell your sister because there's not really a lot of room here. Oh wow guys, I think it's going to be one of those videos. I have just realised that I've recorded that last 13 minutes of video since my phone fell off the stand, and I hadn't realised the little bit that goes on the end of my phone had completely snapped off. I only noticed because I just had to help Diesel reverse out. He got himself stuck in here, bless, and he didn't want to knock the camera over. So I helped Diesel reverse out, and when I came back and sat down, I noticed the light on my microphone wasn't working. I'm going to give you a massive apology in advance. I'm not sure, I haven't recorded just on my phone for a very long time, so I'm hoping that the sound is going to be okay for you guys. Fingers crossed. So string lights, if you guys have been on this channel for a while, you would know that I am just a sucker for string lights. Any time of the year, any holiday season, string lights are definitely my thing. I just think even just a single strand of string lights can just bring that cozy holiday vibes. Same as with the ornaments, just making sure whether you're adding those warm white or whether you're adding those colors, just being conscious of the plant, making sure they're not burning the plant, making sure that when you're wrapping them around, they're not damaging any of the stems. Something I've been caught out with the battery operated string lights, making sure you're putting those batteries somewhere that when you water the plants, you're not watering the batteries. Trick for new players, that one. The very first year I decided to decorate my plants, I put some of the little the battery cases in the wrong spot, and every time I watered my plants, I was having to hold them up so as they didn't get wet. My bigger plants, I have put string lights before around, same as the ornaments, my snake plants, my monstera, my fiddle leaf. What other plants? And any of my trailing plants, I really love putting some of those waterfall or the curtain lights hanging down them. I think that looks absolutely beautiful. The wall in the front entry, often when I've got more energy, like I did for Halloween, I scatter some pumpkins in amongst the plants. For Christmas, I would scatter some little Christmas ornaments or pine cones or something festive, and then have some of those waterfall lights coming down with the vines. I just absolutely love the way that looked. And I loved these ones that kept popping up when I was looking for how to decorate with plants at Christmas time. I loved how people had used some of their normal plant stands and used them more of either a Christmas tree or just a festive display. And you can see just grouping plants together using similar coloured, I'm doing it again, I'm looking at my computer instead of you guys, look, similar coloured pots or festive pots, lights, decorations. The A-frame stands, I think, look like a Christmas tree. And I actually even just like that simple holiday cactus in the timber tray, and then maybe putting some decorations around that. There's bucket loads more ideas on Pinterest. I just didn't want to make it too crowded and busy for you guys. Oh, the next one, I love this. Absolutely love upcycled tins. I've got a shop here in Australia, I don't know if you guys have it overseas, called T2, and at Christmas time they put out some beautiful festive tins that you get Christmas teas in, and I often use those. I haven't used them this year, low energy Christmas, but those Christmas tea tins, they look so good with plants in them. It's a really good idea when you're using tins to put a clear sealer on the bottom of the tins. I have not done that in the past, and I can guarantee you do get rust. So I often just put a little saucer or something underneath the tins when I'm using them. But the best way I've heard to do that is definitely to put a clear sealer underneath so you're not getting that rust. But so many lovely ideas to use recycled tins that you might have around your home or op shops. Definitely a great for gifting and great for making your home look festive. I think I've got a soft spot because I love tea so much, and I'm always collecting tea tins. It is just something naturally that I love to recycle, I guess, and use with my plants. Have you guys used tea tins before, or any other vintage tins for gifting or for plants? If you have used clear sealant on the bottom of the tins, if anyone's used it, please, I'd love to know if that actually works and stops some of that rust from coming through. That might motivate me to do that with my T2 tins for next year. This next one is definitely all me. So the burlap, the twine, the ribbons, the baskets, that is 100% my little kitty. It's really my go-to for Christmas. There are just so many beautiful things, and actually that's another thing I don't have out this year. I do have a lot of baskets that I use all year round with my plants, and often just a plain basket, or you can see in this one they've got gold, but I often just use plain woven baskets, and I'll just put a red ribbon or a gold ribbon around it, and it's just instant Christmas. I've got two beautiful big woven natural colored baskets that I use most years with my plants. Low energy this year, so I didn't, but just a simple ribbon around a basket and a few decorations and twinkle lights. This is my variegated paisley, and I got it. It barely had any variegation at all. I know we're not meant to be talking plants today, but can't help myself. This was a birthday paisley from my mum. And look at that, now that I've had it for a little while, it started putting out some of these half moon leaves, and I'm just delighted. So it's obviously really happy. I've got it quite near a grow light, and I've got it in one of my self-watering setups. When you're thinking about gifts for other people that will appreciate plants, one of the ladies at Plant Club, she has a variegated paisley that is not doing so well. And so I actually grew a propagation of this for her in water. I put it in a glass jar just with some Christmas twine around it. I kept it really simple because the variegated paisley was what she really wanted, but it was a really easy and nice Christmas present to give her and to see her face light up. So that's another thing I do throughout the year. I'm always listening for my friends and family if there's a plant that they really want, and then I have it, start propagating it in about October, so that it'll have some established roots for them by the time I gift it to them for Christmas. I've just got these in a normal nursery pot, and this was material that I got a Christmas present wrapped in many, many years ago. Keep it, and I just add some twine to it and put it around this pot every year. So this pot normally sits in an orange fabric pot, but for Christmas I just put the hessian around it. I call it hessian, it's not really, it's some sort of soft natural material Christmas twine, and of course a candy cane, and that just feels festive enough for me without having to go and find a brand new pot for this plant or move this plant somewhere else and bring another plant in, maybe in a more festive-ish pot. That's just another idea for you guys. I love keeping bits and pieces of material. I think it makes a really easy cover for a pot. I can't sew, I'm not a sewer, so I'm all about wrapping it around with twine, and my double-sided tape comes in really handy with this. I learned that the hard way. The first year that I tried to do this, I only wrapped the twine, and by the end of Christmas, the fabric had completely fallen down. Upcycled candles and glass jars. This is a pasta jar, so it's my boy's favorite meatball pasta sauce, and so we collect these all the time, and the boys know when I'm getting ready for a plant club, they're like, Mum, we've probably had enough meatballs this month. The other thing that I really love is Moccona jars, the coffee jars. They are great for propagations, but also keeping the lid on them. They make really good little glass humidity containers. It's really funny. One of my friends from Plant Club actually messaged me the other day, and she said, I was so excited because the big Moccona jar at work for the coffee got empty and it was going to get thrown out, and I managed to clean it and take it home and use it for my propagations. I'm so excited. It's my first Moccona jar. And I thought, oh no, my plant friends are starting to sound like me. This is just a recycled candle holder as an example with one of my Planty friends that did the plant clean out. It's one of her cuttings. It's reading beautifully, actually. I'll just put the computer down. Anyone that watched my friend had that clean out the other week, reading already. It's amazing. This isn't a Christmas decoration. I just wanted to show you a candle jar, a recycled candle jar. But if I was putting this out for Christmas, or if I was giving this as a gift, I would just get out my faithful kit and add something Christmassy around it. I might even, probably for this one, I don't know, even something like that with my double-sided tape around it. I wouldn't gift this because this is very much propagations, but I just wanted to show you. I love the jar. I got this in an op shop for $2 just the other day. Look at the details on that. I think it's fruit, some sort of fruit, but I just loved it. This one, I've just put the plain twine around. I put my little Rudolph peg there, and if I was gifting it, I would hang a gift tag off it and potentially even a candy cane. I just love the jar for $2. But by the way, how expensive have op shops got? Definitely around here anyway. I think op shops are catching on to the fact that more and more people are using them, particularly for plenty things and containers, because I used to be able to pick up stuff like this for so cheap, and it feels like every time I go into the op shops, it's become more and more expensive. I spotted a jar just the other day, and it was $5 or $10. Can't remember exactly. It was a little bit bigger than this, but still, yeah, I think that op shops are catching on to how popular some of their items are getting. It doesn't feel as cheap as it used to be shopping in an op shop. This is just another example. It's a vase that I picked up from an op shop. I've just added some of my gold and white Christmas twine around it, and then a matching little gift tag. That's one of my fiddle leaves that I propagate in water, so that's just growing in water. I'm also giving that to someone from Plant Club who's after a fiddle leaf, so I thought that would be a really nice gift for her. Really, really simple. It's not a recycled candle holder or a jar, but it is a recycled container. I've got two more down here. So this is just a little recycled jar with some standard twine around it. Where I can, I prefer plain twine for our glass containers, just because a lot of my friends have told me they leave the twine on all year round. So if it's just a plain glass jar, I'll often just put that and put something festive. So this one, I put a little Christmas sticker on it, and that way the person can just peel the Christmas sticker off and leave the twine on it if I was gifting that one. This one I've actually just got, you would have seen it on our entry table. And then the other one I really wanted to show you that's gone really well for me for gifts before. How beautiful is this? I was gifted this from one of the ladies at Plant Club. This is an old perfume bottle. Old perfume bottles and old like oil diffusers that have the bamboo sticks. They make brilliant propagation vessels, washed out obviously, but imagine this if you were gifting it. How beautiful is this maculata? I jumped up and down when she gave me this. I was so excited. It's already starting to shoot. Imagine that with some twine or some ribbon wrapped around it. Well, firstly, it can make a beautiful Christmas decoration. I think, to me, Immaculata is very Christmassy in the colours. Don't let friends and family throw out candle holders, perfume bottles, oil diffuser bottles. They just make fantastic and interesting plant propagation vessels. So although this next slide is an excellent opportunity to show off my begonias to you guys again, because I know I'm a complete begonia tragic. Many of our houseplants can be Christmas plants, can be decorated up for Christmas. I have used so many of my plants over the years, but I've got a few favorites, I guess, that add a pop of color, that festive color, without even doing very much. So for me, plants that I've used in the past when I'm trying to get that festive feel is, so peace lily behind me. I might put a picture up for you guys. You can't see, but it is absolutely blooming at the moment. I think I've got 4 or 5 blooms coming up on this, and so for me, I think peace lilies are just lovely at Christmas time. So if I was adding more of my plants in, this is potentially one that I would move and make a little bit more festive. Definitely my snake plants, they play a massive role in my Christmas decorations because they are super hardy. They're really forgiving when I move them around, so when I move them out of their normal location, they don't seem to mind as much. Other plants are a bit fussy, even though I'm suggesting begonias. For me, my Rexies in particular, they're a no-go. I would love to have them on the front table, but it gets a breeze through the louvers and that would dry their leaves out so quickly. So spider plants, always. I've got the outer white variegation and they just scream Christmas to me, so they are also a definite. Thus as well, the variegations, I just think they add to a Christmas feel. Trying to show you guys some easy plants as well, because when you're moving them around for Christmas, you need to think about where you're moving them to. Are they similar to the environment that they're used to, and how are you going to be able to care for them? So I'm always conscious of that when I'm moving things around for Christmas, which is why I haven't done that this year. I've just sort of gone with the plants that are out the front. Another begonia. So I was actually looking at this one the other day and I thought, if I was doing more for Christmas, this is a baby or a dwarf angel leaf begonia. This camera really doesn't do it justice, but look at the colors. And to me, when I walk past it, I feel as though those colors are very festive and Christmassy-ish to me. So this is a cane begonia, which are much more forgiving when it comes to humidity. So that is definitely one that I would consider putting out the front, or maybe on our table, our dining table, as a centerpiece. The large immaculata that I showed you in the perfume bottle, they're also forgiving when it comes to ambient temperatures. So I think definitely any of the angel leaf begonias, big thumbs up for Christmas vibes. I haven't showed you guys this plant for a little while, and look at the size of the leaves. They're almost as big as my hand. It just grows and grows and grows. And I love my kotobuki. I love this plant so much. Look at the colors. It's just about to get flowers. And I think this would look absolutely beautiful in any Christmas display. The only problem with this, I was talking about moving plants at Christmas time and thinking about their care needs. This guy, humidity all the way. It is such a humidity lover. I have tried to put this in ambient before, and even here in Brizzy, it just gets the crispy edges. It's so big, I'm having trouble fitting it in this space. I just find keeping it in the ensuite is the main way to keep those crispy edges off it and keep it looking at its best. So although I would love to say this would make an amazing Christmas display, the colors certainly scream Christmas, well, to me anyway. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too fussy, but we can dream. I just thought I had to show you this because any excuse to show you this plant just makes me so happy. I just recently got this too, guys. I thought these were such a gimmick, but now it's getting bigger and bigger. It had started to flop, and where it is, I really want it to stay in its location for a bit longer, and it had really started spreading out, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to move it. They were so cheap online, and it really works. It sort of pulled it all up together, and it's now going to fit in its spot for much longer, and it seems happier too. The leaves are less droopy. I'm really glad I purchased 2 of these. The next one I wanted to show you is actually a propagation from one of my Planty friends. It's the friend that did the big clean out for me the other week. So syngoniums all the way for Christmas. You can get them in all different colors. Oh, I saw a wish list plant. Last week I went to my favorite nursery, and I've done a Christmas video for you guys going around the nursery showing you Christmas things. I found a wish list syngonium that I can't wait to show you. But for now, look at this leaf. This is a new leaf that came out while I've had it. I just think that would look beautiful in a Christmassy display. So I think if I was spending some more time doing some more displays, I think this one absolutely would be up there. This is really cute. I got given this as a gift. It's a proper little propagation vessel. It's got like a hole down the bottom. It was actually just the perfect size for this syngonium. There's so many different colored syngoniums, I think. And also they're super forgiving plants if you're moving them around, and you can grow them in water, you can grow them in soil. So I think multiple syngoniums make really great Christmas displays. The plants scream Christmas to me every time I go to the nursery are definitely caladiums. I do not own a caladium at the moment because I have heard that they go dormant in winter, and a number of my plant club friends have confirmed that yes, they do some funny things in winter. The colors are absolutely amazing, but the backup, I guess, to caladiums, where I love these colors as well, is aglaonemas that are a lot more forgiving. Look at the colors. This plant I could do so much with for Christmas. This was where did I get this? I think this was one of my Plantabulooza plants. So pretty. Teal's my favorite color. I've just got it in a teal pot on our front patio. I've recently put it into my stratum and my perlite combo, and it's going really well. It's got lots of new shoots, but I just think aglaonemas can add such a beautiful pop of color without that worry about them going dormant. Although caladiums, the colors, I'll make sure I put some caladium pictures up for you guys as well, because wow, you could do so much with them with Christmas. And this is another aglaonema. I've only got 2 aglaonemas to be able to show you at the moment, so also in a teal pot. These guys grow next to each other. Look at the colors on this one, just beautiful. Same to me, that feels really festive, and I could do lots and lots with the colors on that. Just beautiful. I love this one. I was really scared of aglaonemas, so I had been gifted a very small clipping of an aglaonema 2 years ago, and it just stayed dormant. It didn't do anything, and I thought, I am so terrible with these plants. How can people say that they are so easy to grow? They just do not grow for me. And in the end, it just root rotted out, and I ended up putting it in the compost bin. And I thought, so many people find aglaonemas so easy. What am I doing wrong? And then I found this one. I can't remember. It was in an online sale, and it wasn't very expensive. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it another go. I just take it out of the big pot so I can show you more closely. Lucky I did. It's in a self-watering setup, which is dry because it's on the front patio and I don't see it every day. Out of sight, out of mind. Lucky it's going okay. I fell in love with the colors, and it was probably less than $20, and I thought, for that price, I'm going to give it another go. And look at the look down here. Despite the fact that I have underwatered it, it's got 3 different shoots on it. It's constantly shooting up new leaves. It actually even flowered the other week. I did cut the flowers off because the flowers can take energy. There's similar concept to the peace lily flower, but they're smaller. It had 3 different flowers on it. So I'm really glad that I'm not scared of aglaonemas anymore, because I think in 2026, I feel like I want to get some more. There's so many different color options with them. I think we've already talked about this a lot, just the plant care reminders. So just thinking about when you're rehoming a plant for Christmas, whether you're having to move a plant out of its location to put something else there, or whether you're moving a plant into a location, depending on northern or southern hemisphere, heaters, air conditioning units, windows, if it's getting more or less light than where it normally is. Trick for new beginners that I've learned many times. You can decorate something up really nice, and then it's like, oh no, how am I actually going to look after this plant? Because it's a whole month, so you actually are going to have to do some plant maintenance while the plant is being festive. I've been caught out with that many times before. So now I really think about that before I go decorating any plants. And when gifting plants, I really liked this idea. When gifting plants, include a festive gift card with light water and drainage needs to help the plant survive. So particularly if you're giving it to a friend that's just learning with plants, I thought that was a really nice idea, because often we give plants and they look really pretty and we don't give the poor person any care instructions. So I thought, I'm going to take note of that one. Most importantly, experiment, have fun and enjoy. Although Pinterest has been a massive help for us today, I have not even scratched the surface of all the really cool things that we can do with houseplants at Christmas time. That's it for our Christmas planty video. I hope you've had as much fun as I have recording this video with you. I hope you got a bucket load of ideas this year with the help of Pinterest. If you were needing some motivation, I hope you got that motivation. Maybe some simple and cost-effective gift ideas as well. I'm always looking for those, and sustainable too. I think people are appreciating more DIY, handmade, more sustainable presents these days as well. Small channel, I read all of your comments. They always make me smile. If you have any video ideas, or if you wanted to ask me about any Christmas plants or decorating ideas, although I'm absolutely no expert, as you've already seen from today's video, pop them in the comments below. Even just a Christmas or a planty emoji makes a massive difference to this small channel. And whether you're in full Christmas, high energy mode, or taking it super easy like I am this year, I hope you're really enjoying this special time of year. And until my next video, guys, take care, and remember, you've totally got this.